Hey, Doug, Upstone here for Doc Sports, and today is April the 16th, second half of the month, going from here on out for the month. So we're back with more free picks and got some of the other information for you today. Pass along something I thought of, just wanted to share. Free pick Lakers. I should say Lakers. Boston came to play yesterday. Okay, that was can't say it was a complete surprise, but I thought the Lakers would be better defensively more than anything. So did not get that one right. Wise guy play though was correct. That goes to 7-3. So that's a nice little streak to there with the free plays. But hey, let's try and get it turned around here. I got a baseball play for you today. One of the things that come up, I was talking to somebody about this, so I just thought I'd share kind of my thoughts on the topic. We're talking about betting baseball in April. And personally, I think the two hardest months for betting baseball are April and September. Different reasons. April, because we have so many unknowns. So many different things occur in April that you just would not suspect. Now, not to say these things don't pop up from time to time, but once we get into, let's just say, a regular rhythm of the season, like you typically once May comes around, so May, June, July, and for the most part August then too, there's a rhythm to the season, and I'm not saying it's necessarily easier because I've had poor months in those months, but there's things that are more you can you can see more as opposed to having bigger contrast. So if your season hasn't started great, okay, either I would recommend either backing off a little bit, okay, don't bet as much, and just kind of take it as it comes. Use a little bit more money management because it is hard. I mean, you got things that have occurred. The Dodgers. Now, the Dodgers are supposed to be great this year. Okay, nobody's questioning that, but it's the first team ever to go 11-2 to start the season. Didn't exactly, count on that necessarily. The Tampa Bay Rays lose 3 out of 4 to Texas at home just this past week. Boston wins their first 3 games and then turned around, and they lost them to Baltimore, by the way, and they turned around and they've won 9 in a row. I mean, it's just, and that's how it is perpetually. Was it Detroit? Detroit swept Houston at Houston. Now, the Tigers are better, but that much better? It's April, okay? It's what happens, okay? And it's a volatile month, so be choosy, be smart. Myself, I started out well, I've hit a little bit of a bump lately, down just a few units, but it's the middle of the month. I'm not panicking, okay? I'm not going to try and force plays or do anything like that. No, just got to ride it out. Just do the best that you can and see if you can get some winners that way. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Like today, got a couple of plays I like in the American League, okay? Like a couple of games, and I think it's a good opportunity to turn it around. Numbers are right. I think the situations are favorable. See if we can get those going. In the NBA, I'm back. Took a day off yesterday. Didn't like anything. Coming back with a play I definitely like. And in this case, I got 100% situation on it. So I really like what this play has to offer. It's not one of my top plays. But I like the whole setup of the game. 14-4 of late, 38-18 long term. Okay, up almost 7,000 units. So let's see, deliver again. You can pick up that play at Doc Sports along with my baseball plays at the Doug Upstone page. Okay, and feel free to comment on what your thoughts are about April baseball too. Okay, again, if you're seeing this video and you haven't subscribed to my channel, okay, please do. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not demanding that you do. I'm not any of those types of things. If you've been watching these videos at all, I'm not trying to push you to do something that you don't want to do, and I'm not going to do that. So if you want to sign up, go right ahead. Good track record of over 315 days, 200 winners. So good track record on free plays. See if we can deliver another one for you today. Okay, let's get to it. The Philadelphia Phillies are playing the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, both these teams come into this opening game of the series ice cold. The Cardinals have lost 4 out of 5, and those were at home. And in those games, they gave up 32 runs. The Cardinals are conceding an uncharacteristic 5.2 runs per game. Okay, so they are definitely scuffling with their pitching staff. They're 28th in WHIP right now. The Phillies have dropped 5 out of 6, and in those defeats, and in the defeats, in those games, they have scored a mere 9 runs. So their offense has not gotten the job done. The Cardinals, they're going to start Carlos Martinez in this one, and he's been injury prone the last couple of years. They've tried to, bend the bullpen as a closer. They've tried to use him in a couple different roles that ideally they want him to be a starter. But so far as a starter, 6.30 ERA in a couple of starts, and the most telling probable sign of trouble, 5 strikeouts in 10 innings in this era of striking, where striking out a batter an inning is just almost guaranteed. So he's fooling nobody. Zach Eflin is going to start for the Philadelphia Phillies today. And I found a key that might be not only the key to success, but the key to this game as well. Eflin, when the total is 8.5 to 10.5, and by the way, the total is 8.5 in this game, he and the Phillies combined are 15-3 when the total is 7 to 8.5. Okay. Now, the other part of this, the Redbirds, St. Louis in this case, they're 9-18 when the total is 8.5 to 10. So let's take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies minus the 137 on the money line for today's free play. Okay. So as I say, the quick recap. Got a 100% situation tonight in the NBA. It's just $30 at Docs on my page, 14-4 of late. And also a 2-pack in the American League in baseball. Then today's Wise Guy free play, which like I said is on a nice little roll. Take the Los Angeles Dodgers in the big series against the San Diego Padres. So this is Doc Upstone for Doc Sports. I for sure will be back on Saturday with another free play. Until then, I'm out.